Okay, this exercise is tricep extension overhead, and if we raise all the way up through and then slowly back down, pause and then back up. Again, we're putting a maximum amount of load through the triceps, and you can see her positioning is great. She's basically got her elbows tucked in nice and tight, and all the work is coming through the back of the arms. Okay, with this next exercise, we've got the sumo squat. And as you can see, what Joanna's doing is she's taking her toes out, she's pushing her knees out, she's getting a lot of work in her inner adductors, and also she's getting a lot of work in her glutes as well. Great to have the Ab-Mxr as well, because you've got some resistant thrusting it straight out. So you can get a really, really good burn going in this movement. Right, this is the oblique crunch with leg raise. So if we start, and then we're going to crunch in through that movement there. And as you can see, she's getting a lot of work through her midsection in her obliques, but also she's doing a lot of work through her arms and her forearms as well. Really, really great exercise to burn body fat. Okay, Joanna's going to do the squat with straight arms now. So if she goes down, pushes the arms out and comes back in. This is another great exercise. You're working the legs, but also you're getting a great amount of work through the arms and also the front of the shoulder. If you want to make this exercise more challenging, if she goes down now and drops and stays, that's all right. We'll do some and drop and stay. We're going to put a lot of load through the abdominals and also through the front shoulder here, and then back up again. That's great. And another one, and back up, and relax. Okay, this is a great dynamic movement Joanna's going to do now. She's going to lunge, and then she's going to twist. So what we can see is she's getting some great work onto her legs, but she's also working her abdominals and specifically her obliques. She's only working one side here, but basically you can alternate your legs. So as you come forward, you go back and you can do the other leg. But as you can see from her form, it's really good. She's going to hit her glutes, going to hit the quads, hammies, and also do a great amount of work into her abdominals. Okay, this next movement, we've got the tricep kickback. And as you can see in Joanna's positioning, she's got her back nicely straight through here, her chest is up. And also, if you can see with her arm, her elbow is nicely in line with her body, and she's really kicking the Ab-Mxr back, putting massive load onto her triceps. So what you can do to make it a bit difficult is make it stand all the way out, hold and pause for 2 seconds and come back in. Very effective movement for the back of the arms.
Yes, I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, this next exercise is the inner leg raise. So as you can see, what Joanna is doing is moving her legs up nice and slowly through, pulsing. So she's getting a lot of work through the adductor or the inner leg. Okay, in this exercise we're doing the outer thigh raise. So as you can see, Joanna's balanced the Ab-Mxr on her leg and she's pulsing her leg up nice and smoothly. We're putting maximum load in the outer thigh. Great way to burn fat in that area. Okay, here we have the glute raise with the Ab-Mxr. So this way of doing it is a lot better than the conventional way without any sort of weight. As you can tell, if we were to use a medicine ball, for example, or a dumbbell, it would not be able to be so secure, whereas here, we're not going to be moving anywhere. So what we're going to get the benefit out of this exercise is we're going to have massive amount of load into the glutes and also work through the back of the legs into the hamstrings. A really good exercise. Okay, this is the bent leg raise. So as you can see, the Ab-Mxr is between Joanna's knees, and what she's trying to do, she's moving the weight forwards and backwards. The great thing about this exercise is, as she's got the Ab-Mxr between her legs, her inner thighs are firing, but also her lower abs are really working very hard as well. Okay, this is the T-stand, which is like a side plank, and it's a really great exercise for working the abdominals. Okay, this is the side plank on the elbow, and as you see, it's slightly easier, but we can also rotate the Ab-Mxr through to work the obliques. This is the opposite knee, opposite elbow crunch, and what we're going to see Joanna turn into her knee through the elbow, and it's going to put maximum load through her obliques. A really effective abdominal workout. This is a crunch with leg crossed, and very good movement. She's going to come all the way through crunching, and she's going to make sure her knee is coming in to meet her elbow. This is crunch with leg raised, and so as Joanna crunches up, her leg is going to flex to the top. It's going to do a great amount of work through her lower abs and also obliques in that corner as well. This is going to be a sit-up with an oblique twist. So what we're going to have is Joanna taking the Ab-Mxr behind her, and as she comes up into a full sit-up, she's going to twist left and then right and then back down again. A really, really good exercise, and as you can see, you've got the weight on the front, so putting more load through the abdominals. Okay, this is a crunch with scissors. So as Joanna places both her legs out, she's going to kick her legs like actual scissors. This is a really good exercise. It's actually quite tough as well. So probably more suited to someone that's kind of on intermediate to advanced level. Okay, this is crunch with leg cross raised, and Joanna's going to crunch through and bring her legs all the way in. So you can even see from here, you can see the abdominals working really hard. Her movement is perfect, and you can see there's no flexing in her neck at all. Next movement is crunch with both legs raised, and what we're going to do, we're going to push forward, working into the upper abdominals, and then as she pulls her legs away, she's working the lower abs. So you're getting the whole of the abdominal wall worked. With this exercise, we just want to do a crunch on the ball without the Ab-Mxr. So you probably see this a lot in gyms and you see it in studios. If we get Joanna to come up and pull through. Now, the problem here, unless you have a very strong neck, you're going to put a massive load on your neck before you even reach your abdominals, which isn't exactly ideal. So let's stop right there. Let's put the Ab-Mxr in. Now let's see the same movement with the Ab-Mxr, and what you'll notice, there'll be a lot more fluidity. So as she moves through, there's no pressure in her neck whatsoever. All the load is generated into her abdominals, making it a really great exercise with the use of the Swiss ball. Next up, we've got the crunch on the Bosu ball, and what we can see is Joanna comes up. Again, the Bosu ball is great because obviously she's making that curvature in her lower back, but if you then take a look at her neck again, there's a lot of strain going through that. You'll find that a lot with women particularly, but also people with weaker necks. So how do we get rid of that? We're going to now use the Ab-Mxr. And as Joanna comes up now in a crunch, you'll see the difference straight away. If you just look at her face, for example, and her neck, you can see no tension there. All the tension is into the abdominal area, as you can see. So it doesn't lie. You can see for yourself that this is working straight into the abdominals. Here in this scene, we've got Joanna on the bench, and we've decided to put the Ab-Mxr underneath her neck. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give her these dumbbells to get her into a chest press position. And as you can see, when she chest presses, what we're noticing straight away is the neck is completely supported. So it's great, I find, with clients who tend to flex with the neck, because right here you can tell straight away there's no problem here at all here. The curvature is great here, but also the curvature of her lower back is in a really good position too. Good form, Joanna. That's it. All the way up and through, and hold, and relax.